From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. Teams here who began the year with wins. Let's see who can make it 2-0 as off we go in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. The first carry here for the rookie from the U. He dodged the tackle. Finds a seat, left side. He's off to the races. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets take a 6-0 lead right away. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little face?
A hundo, partner. 100%.
And to do it on the ground to go away to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Well into the end zone. He's going to bring this out. He gets popped quickly there. It's not a nice feeling or a nice run back.
15-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Attack, attack! Yep,
out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. Long gain there. Maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive. Offense in a hurry up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Gets him on a quick hitter. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Yellow!
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they're full steam ahead, but ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jets will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit. Even after just 2 possessions. Touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early running back.
It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd goal. Here's another 4. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Offense up to the line fast. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Here we go, here we go.
Oh, they'll try to run it in. And they stop it. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on down near the end zone.
Well, a blitz on fourth down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
I'm not seeing the signal for a safety, Brock, but he did not dodge it by much. That run just gets back to the line.
That right there, my friends, is exactly the kind of pressure and intensity you expect from a defense each of these next two snaps as well. They want to keep you pinned right there against your own end zone and force you into a very risky punt.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Arms go wide, 80.
From his end zone, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Jets will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Now in that spot, Brock, I think his first priority is just getting a throw some kind of way and avoiding the safety, right?
Yeah, no question about it, Kate. And I know it's so easy for us up here in this comfy booth, armchair quarterback, but you can't ever relax when you're reading the coverage. Just because you're worried about taking a safety, you still got to stand, you got to deliver, and you got to take care of the football.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I know an aggressive call on 2nd.
2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. He gets it again. This is close, but it looks like they stopped him just short of the goal line. He gets a chunk of 4 yards, leaving them just a yard from the end zone. 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Only need to fall forward 1 more yard. Here's 3rd and goal. Times the charge. He gets it again. This is going to end behind the line. Great stop down in close. Let's see if they want to risk it now on 4th and goal. They'll throw for it. Throw is caught by the back. And he has the New York touchdown. The Jets take a 13-0 lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jets try out to an early 14-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball to the 35 to begin this drive. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Yellow.
They'll give it to him inside. And it's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down. Offensive line fast.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. They put everything he's got behind it. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Jets get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing from a gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. The give now out of the shotgun. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Look to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That's complete inside the 35.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside gets the job done.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down the RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go now. Half the 60. Half the go.
Another carry forward. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. There's Mike Sanders still on that side. 3rd down from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. A pickup of 17. And now they have a 1st and goal. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Our score, 14-0. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Back now for the 2nd quarter, and the Jets, they've got to look towards that end zone. They'll try and punch it in. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of this. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal, they're going to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. Leo Chanel makes the play. And the Chiefs will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Yeah, totally get it. You pass it here because that's what's comfortable. Largely it's what you did to get down inside the red zone, but so often what works in theory doesn't work in practice, and it can lead to some pretty nasty results.
1st down throw, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And there's a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 4-yard line.
15.
Working near his goal line. That throw behind his intended target.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Pistol now for Mahomes. He's going to have this one up to about the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
That's his way through a tackle. He's out the clear. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. A big play, and it's him 17 yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning. like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Back play straight ahead. Returning from one. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
He runs it up to midfield. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. So he gained 30 yards on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
Yellow.
On first down, they'll run. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down. Working quickly here.
A gain of
43.
2. 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Pass is cut at the 9. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're in the 1st and goal. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. I didn't double coverage yet again, but this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
43. 43.
Going ground on 1st and goal. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you foul it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Yellow. Line. Let's go, line. Let's go.
Go to him again. And he's stonewalled by this front right at the 3. Can't manage positive yardage there, and it leaves them with 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
3rd down and 3 coming up on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side. Got to manage 3 yards here. 3rd and goal.
Yellow. 15.
Now it's Mahomes. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Jets have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
What a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, to put that opposing offense right back out there, steal really from that interception.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He's got it near the 8. And we might be close to this lead blowing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
At the 60.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
From the red zone now. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
They're throwing it. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Jets boat racing them to the halftime locker room. On his Little for the extra point.
Cam Little on for the extra point.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff.
Cam Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, Mahomes. He's going to try another deep one here. It's grabbed inside the 30. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs jump some of the lead off before the half. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. That's no good. The veteran misses one rather surprisingly. And they leave a point after on the table. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Back now, pressure coming. From deep to the left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on for the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed to his running back. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Oh, and they're going to fake this one. This is caught. And the fake works to perfection. 1st down.
Certainly not afraid to get aggressive when the situation calls for it. Cut the coverage unit sleeping and burned them with a surprise play.
Look at that touch, laid on the platter for him. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets boat racing them to the halftime locker room.
That quarterback knew he was going to wear one to get that throw away, and he'll be happy to make that trade-off every single time when it leads to a touchdown.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets grow the lead now to 22 points. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
43! 43!
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down. Just couldn't make the connection.
That's the throw that's going to go. interception for a second. An incompletion is still pretty good, too.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it.
You need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along the routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, complete. Stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. The team signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Yellow, yellow.
Back to the air, Mahomes. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Looking to throw. That's Worthy running slant. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Cam Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. We'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Declines the touchback, Brock, and then he can pay in a big way. He's tackled before he can get to the 20.
15-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. That's another quick hitter. He's first out of bounds after a gain of 4 there. 2nd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
That one now on 2nd down. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
He was taken down.
Dose of the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to Charlotte loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that brings up 4th and short.
Okay, it has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
It's a fake from deep on their own half. And they'll bring him down, but not before the fake gets them a 1st down.
That's just a great job by the special teams unit to see an opportunity and go take advantage of it. Get another set of downs. And really the key to all of that, Kate, is you got to sell it. And they do. They sell it beautifully. Defense not prepared for it at all. Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. Just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Yellow.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Throwing the out route complete. He pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Another throw for Mahomes. Put some air under it, deep down the left. And almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. All right, here comes Jeremy Crawshaw for the punt. It's 4th down.
And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game.
He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Rolling from the gun here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though. We got 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. 20 yards on that play. And it's good for a New York 1st down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
That one's out to the sideline. He's got it inbounds. Nice toe drag there, but we do have a flag on the play. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Pass play now. Finds a seam down the middle. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. He'll work against the blitz. Connects on the crosser. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets push their lead further to start the half. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Cam Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Toss play, short side. Has room down the left sideline into the red zone. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
And they pick him up again.
The score, Jets 35, Chiefs 15. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Returnable from the 1.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Defense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Airing it out to start this drive. Completed over the middle. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He's a man downfield. This is Washington. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know these teams, they track every step of their players. Many of them wear GPS units in their uniform to track how much mileage. I don't care what the stat sheet said and how long that gain was. That dude ran a long way, all the way across the field, but it paid dividends.
Finds him on the crossing route. Way to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. 28-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
From the red zone now. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Real Chanel makes the play.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Another run here from the gun. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now they have 3rd and short.
3 yards to go.
Throwing is Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Jets get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He's got it in the red zone. Has room into the secondary. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
The kick is
That
good.
one splits the uprights.
Makes the score
And the Jets grow their lead yet again.
15. Cam Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to it.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
offense to the line. Here we go.
Attack, attack! Yellow, yellow! Eddie! Attack!
Here's the long back on the handoff. Now, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
15!
At the 20-yard line.
You got tight right there. Attack!
They go play action. It's Mahomes. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up 4th down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches read and react? Read and react. You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line.
Taken. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10.
Go!
They'll throw to begin this drive. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He's got it deep downfield. Hits the 20. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they have prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. A costly unforced error, and they get flagged for roughing the kicker.
Cam Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
We go from sorry inside to ready to grab her. Then get to the front. I want the money, the cash, the moolah, the bag, the currency stacking.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completed to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Chiefs who have possession, and they've got to get to work. They're in a massive hole. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Let's go, Lou, Eddie!
Lone back gets the handoff. Good defensive effort here, drives him back across midfield on their own side. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Back at his 48-yard line.
Pistol now for Mahomes. Caught quickly on the slant. They'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Catch is made down the right sideline. They're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First down throw, Mahomes. 4 force that to his right. Looking right, she finds him. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Looking quickly here.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Mahomes on first and 10. Looking for somewhere to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Yellow! Watch out!
The give here on second. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Hey, 57, 57!
Here he goes, third and long. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs making the scoreboard look a ton better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive. Go get your job done.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs take a molehill off that mountain. They still trail by 27. Well, the win may be lost, but their effort certainly isn't. They're going to try to get this one back after the score. And the Jets are able to recover the kick.
Onside kick.
Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
This is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
In the red zone on first. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to Charles Lewis. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up second down. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game.
He hauls it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets keep running away with this. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. They'll get another chance to knock the extra point through. Extra distance, no problem for him. His kick is good. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. His return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Reaches the 40. At the 20. He took it all the way.
if this is able to provide a little spark because their offense just hasn't been able to consistently provide their own so far this game.
Yeah, a little spark, a little charge, a little juice, a little bit of energy. He wouldn't be denied trying to do what he can to jolt this team.
And he can't. But it doesn't work out. They're going down swinging. We see here, getting ready for an onside kick. And the Jets are able to recover the kick.
No question they wanted the ball back late. You don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Lightning 18. Ready?
Throwing from the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Chiefs will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth came down to the field. It starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team. Defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Has him on the quick hitter. He's got it in the red zone. They get 18 yards out of it, and then 7 downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Throw on 2nd and 10. Looking sideline, caught by Washington. And they're going to have 1st and goal, Brock, as he gets out of bounds right around the 9.
Some of these quarterbacks, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great quarterback, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Still sticking with the passing game. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Receiver that time. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
They are throwing it again. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 3rd and goal. All right, so defensively you've seen 2 throws now, and you turn both of them away. It seems fairly likely you'll have another one coming up here on 3rd and goal.
It does, and I think defensively, now you've really got to protect it.
Touchdown, New York. The Jets continue piling it on here in the 4th. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And
that hit is going to freeze him at the spot. He got stuck right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard
0
line.
to 100 real quick. Maybe on that rap to pay the bills. Now I'm fit it. Not even a
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Yellow. Down right. I've got blue leg. Watch out.
Hand down to the back. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Yellow. Watch out.
Here's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. He manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs trying to do some window dressing. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Attack. 15.
Go here, 3rd down. That's Connors. Here's Arroyo. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Trying to set this up quick.
10 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10. At the
Going on 1st
31.
down, Mahomes. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
It's a gain of
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare. That's big time.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Wait. Watch out.
Thrown back to the backfield, and he gets the handoff. The defense holds him at the 2. Brock, he can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
At the 2-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Chiefs putting up points in a game decided. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fight.
You know what? Good for them there. This one's pretty out of hand, but hey, they're still putting in the effort, still putting up points before heading home today.
How do you eat an elephant, Kate?
Ooh, I love that one.
1 2-point conversion at a time. 8 points at a time. When you're down this big, that's all you could do on your side is just keep on digging, keep on eating, bite by bite.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Makes the tackle. He's got space ahead. It's not we've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Jets keep running away with this. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets continue piling onto this lead.
Cam Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors.
choosing to bring it out deep in the end zone. Ooh, poor choice to bring this one out. Instead of the 35 drum, they're going to start shy of that 20.
15-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Yellow. I'm the blue lane. My side.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And they drop him with a big hit, but it's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard
My
line.
side.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On 2nd and 10 now, Mahomes. That's bringing pressure, and they got him. Offense in a hurry up here.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Here he goes, one final shot. Trying to push deep downfield.